My mentor's name is Marohang Limbu, and he is an assistant professor at Michigan State University in the Department of Writing, Rhetoric, and American Cultures. He is from Nepal, India, and attended Tripahan University in Nepal for his bachelor's in English and Education. He then attended to New Mexico State University for his master's in Rhetoric and Professional Communication, and he also attended the University of Texas at El Paso for his PhD in Rhetoric and Composition Studies. He is also the creator and editor-in-chief of the online journal Jogultep, which is what I edit for. Some of the other things I found out from him from his resume was that he was an assistant principal at a boarding school in Kathmandu for 3 years. He was then a principal for 5 years at another boarding school in Kathmandu. He was a teaching assistant at New Mexico State University and an assistant instructor at the University of Texas. So I had Marohang as my professor last spring for my publication and management class. We did lots of editing in that class for the articles at Jogultep. We discussed theories on writing and how to edit it for a global audience. So when Marohang came to me and my peers about this opportunity to be his intern, I was glad I already had some experience with working for him and editing manuscripts written for Jogultep. Still, it's totally different editing for a job than it is editing for a class. Some things that I've learned by interacting with Marohang, I've learned more about talking to the text. This is something my English teachers in high school and middle school would often talk about and require us to do when reading a novel, and I never really understood why and felt I wasn't good at it. But as I've grown more comfortable with editing and practicing editing, I've realized that this is what talking to the text basically is. Marohang has shown me the importance of comments and communicating with the writer when editing a manuscript, especially when keeping a global audience in mind. So this has really helped me with my editing skills and practicing editing. I asked Marohang 3 questions through email for this interview. I'll post specific questions and his responses separately, but some key things I learned about Marohang in editing is that he came to Michigan State because of its global recognition, which I found super interesting, but knowing Marohang's values in global rhetoric and writing studies, this made sense to me. He also stated that it's important for young editors to understand that being an editor is challenging. To make editing easier, editors should understand the differences in other cultures, other people, and social and academic institutions.